Hey, let's get it. What is it? Is it week 9 now? I think it is. I think it's week 9. It's crazy, man. The season's been flying by. I still haven't got a clean slate on one of these weeks, but I feel good about this week. I'll tell you that much right now. I feel real good about this week. We're gonna make it a quick show. Recap from last week: 5-3. Not doing too bad. That's pretty good. Puts the spread percentage at 57% this year. Having some good luck on on some of my game slots. I've been kind of doing some statistics and the analysis of how I've been picking games. So like game 1 and game 2. Like my game 1, I think I've only missed one game 1 pick. So I come in hot. My go get 'em picks are like 5-4. So those are not where I want them to be, but it's a highlight pick of the week. It's usually a tough pick. So let's get it started. Game 1 this week. App State minus 26 at South Alabama. I'm taking App State. I know they're going to Mobile, but the thing is that App State's tough this year. I honestly think that they might make this an undefeated season. They've beat North Carolina. They've beat some 1A teams where you're like, good God, like this team's something else. They're a force to be reckoned with. And Zach Thomas and Darrington Evans, I mean, they're going to keep it rolling this weekend too. I like them. App State's averaging almost 43 points a game, only conceding 22 points per game this year. Like, that's a good spread right there. South Alabama can't score. They're averaging just around 17 points per game. Can't get a lot of wins with that. Excuse the language, but it's just how it is. You can't find wins like that. So I like App State here. You know why? The score was 52-7 last year. I think it might be kind of the same this year. Let's see what happens. Game 2, Ohio at Ball State. Let's get that action. Ball State's favored minus 2.5. Last week, you might remember, I took Toledo to beat Ball State. It's kind of a pick'em game. Not even close. Ball State whooped on them boys 52-14. I like Ball State in this one. I'm going to swing over to the other side here because Ball State's a strong team. They can run the football very well. They blew away Toledo last week. Ohio's a tough team, and they can run the football a little bit, but Ball State's really going to get it in there. I like Caleb Huntley. I think he's a good player. I see him putting his head down and really just running through that Ohio defense. Good luck to those Ohio Bobcats, but I don't think they can really do it. I like Ball State here minus 2.5. Game 3, North Texas minus 4 at Charlotte. I like North Texas minus 4. Crazy thing is that really both of these teams are terrible. I thought North Texas was going to be a better team this year. I think going back, I actually take North Texas to go and play in the championship game of Conference USA. I might need to walk back on that one. I think Fine and the boys, they've kind of had some steps back this year. A little bit of injury problems, too, going through some of the team. Defensively, they're just not there. But they have been playing teams tough. In games where they're not favored, they still cover. So I still like them here at minus 4. It's not a highlight matchup, but I like minus 4 against Charlotte. Charlotte's a pretty bad football team. We'll see what happens. I think Trey Siggers should be in the backfield for North Texas Saturday. I think without him, they'll still win. So take North Texas minus 4, even though they're traveling to Charlotte. Game 4, Florida Atlantic minus 14 at Old Dominion. Florida Atlantic had a tough loss last week against Marshall. I took Marshall in that game. I liked them a lot. I like Marshall, so it's kind of why I go with them in games like that. Florida Atlantic's a good offense. Lane Kiffin gets those boys going. Last year, this matchup was 52-33. FAU pulled it out. I think it could be very similar. FAU's defense isn't anything special, but the offense can get it moving, especially against an Old Dominion team. Old Dominion is just not that team this year. I know they've given some teams some fits like Virginia Tech, but Virginia Tech's not good. So, I mean, you look at games like this, and I feel like you got to take the points. You got to take FAU minus 14. Game 5, SDSU, San Diego State minus 13.5 at UNLV. I like State here. Go Aztecs. I'm a big fan of what Rocky Long's got going on down there defensively. They are by far, probably to me, the toughest defense in the nation within their conference. I don't think a lot of teams know how to really move the ball well enough to score on this team. They've really utilized the transfer portal well too over the last couple of years to bring in some of those kids from the Pac-12 and from around the country to join and play in the Mountain West to get a lot of PT, and you can see it happening. These kids are balling. UNLV's giving up over 35 points a game. San Diego State's on a higher power. They're not a high-powered offense, but I can see them putting up 30 plus in this game. And I'm not expecting State to put up like 40, 45, but I'm definitely expecting UNLV to put up less than 14. Take a look at that game. Go Aztecs. I got 6 games on here, just to let you know. That's why I'm kind of moving fast. I got 10 games on the slate today. There was a lot of games I liked. So I got 10 games. Listen up. We got game 6. I'm trying to get through them. Game 6, Memphis, minus 10.5 at Tulsa. I like Memphis. By the point, take that half point, so bring it down to 10. But I like Memphis in this game because Brady White and Kenneth Gainwell have been balling. You're talking about dudes who are just killing teams. They almost came back and beat Temple in that game. The only reason why they really lost to Temple was because of turnovers. I like Temple in that game, but I really like Memphis in every other game they're going to play. They played tough against Tulane. Tulane's a high-powered offense. You're talking about a team in Memphis that is able to score well and play tough defense. I mean, Tulsa's 2-5, and I don't really see them getting a W here and adding to that win column. But I think they're going to keep it a game for a little bit, but I think Memphis ends up opening up and wins by about 20 in this one. Game 7, Hawaii minus 10 at New Mexico. You already know if you've been watching the show, Cole McDonald had a farm. I don't even need to finish it. But my man Cole kills it. I see him and the Bird Gang, because that receiver kills it. I see them airing out the Lobos this week. It's going to be something special. I see them putting up 50 plus or half 100, as some might say. Cole probably throw over 400 easy in this one. This one's going to be a good game. I mean, probably not going to be able to watch it because it's really not televised like that. But it's going to be a good one. It's going to be not a shootout. New Mexico might be able to run the ball a little bit on Hawaii because Hawaii can't really stop the run well. But Hawaii easily covers a minus 10 spread here. It's going to be just go, go, go. Probably like a Bird. I think Bird will probably score 3+ touchdowns in this game. It's him and the boys, they'll just be killing them in that air raid. Game 8, Texas minus 5.5 at TCU. I was thinking about this game. This game tripped me out a little bit because I'm like, why in the heck is Texas +2 early when the line first came out? And I'm thinking, no, there's no way. And then all of a sudden the line slides all the way over and it's -2 Texas. Now I got like -1.5. So, I mean, I like Texas from the start. I think Texas, really the reason why they're not a bigger favorite in this game is because of the hiccup with Kansas. And Kansas really gave them a ball game. But the thing is, Kansas isn't as bad as what people think. Les Miles is getting that program moving in a direction. Like, you're talking about, having the team here. He's moving them. Like, you can see there's movement there. I think that program is going to be turning around and be something to actually, watch in about 2 years. So Kansas is not some, terrible toilet type team. Like, there's something to look at. So I don't think that's as bad as a loss what people think. I think TCU's offense isn't that special to me. Patterson's a defensive guy, and the thing is that the defense is playing well. They're holding teams to, under 20 points multiple times throughout the year, but offensively, they're just not able to get it done. And I think Ellinger and the boys are just going to be able to do something. I think they'll really come back and fight hard in this one and get a good, very good win here by probably 10+. Game 9, Miami at Pitt. Pitt's -5.5 in this game. Pitt's at home. Pitt, to me, is going to win the Coastal where they're playing. I see them meeting Clemson in the championship game in a few weeks. Not a few weeks, but, towards the end of the season. It's a good matchup here, Miami and Pitt. It's been better in the other years. DJ Dallas and N'Kosi Perry for Miami are both banged up pretty bad. So I don't know how Miami's going to really do offensively in this one, especially when Pitt's defense is pretty good. They're not like some crazy turnover making big time plays defense, but they're going to be able to force some takeaways in this one to put them in good position to win this game by a solid margin. So I like Pitt here. And then we got the 10th game of the week, which I think you all know what it is. It's your go get 'em pick of the week. And it's Wisconsin at Ohio State, minus 14.5. Ohio State's favored. Now, a lot of people are thinking, what is Ivan's pick for this game? I'm a big Ohio State fan. I really like what the Buckeyes been doing. But I don't think the Buckeyes have really played anybody. Even in Big Ten play, I don't feel like they've really played anybody or skimmed the surface. Then you got a Wisconsin team, right? You got a Wisconsin team that took a bad loss last week against Illinois. But before that, had been playing great defense and playing great offense. The times they played Big Ten teams offensively, they were kind of struggling, almost like everybody knew what plays they were running. But I think they might have something up their sleeve this game. I think if Wisconsin can really control the pace of the game, they will they will cover the spread. I think if they are not able to control the pace of the game, then Ohio State wins. And then if Ohio State covers the spread in this one and wins outright, I'm probably just going to take Ohio State to win the national championship. So after all that's being said, I'm going to go with the Badgers. I think the Badgers cover here. I think they really control the football game offensively. I think they will be able to bear down on Ohio State's defense and pick up those first downs that they need to. Like, use all 3 downs. And then it's 3rd and 2, and you get 3. Do it again. It's 3rd and 3, you get 4. I see them doing that. I see them just eating clock. I see them really just wearing down this Ohio State defense. And I think that Justin Fields is finally coming across a legitimate defense that will give him a little bit of a problem. So after that being said, I like Wisconsin, my plus 14.5 here. I can't wait for that game. I'll be checking that one out, that's for sure. I got a buddy who's a big Wisconsin fan, so it was hard for me not to pick them in this one, but I really think that they'll be able to cover. So, hey, guess what? Go have fun watching Week 9 college football. Check out the Instagram at GoGet'emPicks. Check me out. Hit comments, likes, whatever. Let your friends know. I want to give a big shout out to some shows and podcasts I listen to. I listen to Cover 3 podcasts. I listen to College Football Daily podcast. And then every week I also watch Winning Cures Everything on YouTube. Check those all out. If you like college football, they're great. I think it's a lot of good insight, a lot of fun just listening to it. That's where I'm getting some of my information, but a lot of my picks all come from me. So have fun. Go get them. Go put $1 on it. Peace.